So welcome everyone to the amazing mentorship opportunity on the Ultron platform. Andy Looks here, and I'm committed to your success. Right now, I want to do this session to show you how easy it is to build your Ultron business. I want to show you how easy and how life-changing it is to build this business. All right. Ultron Skillset Module 1. Module 1 is how to build your Ultron business in 30 minutes a day. You see, those who are full-time team builders can spend hours a day, 6 hours a day building the business. But the average person doesn't want to spend so many hours a day. So all you need to do is spend 30 minutes a day and you can hit the ranks. I'm telling you, if you spend 30 minutes building this business every day using what I'm going to show you here, you're going to hit the ranks. You're going to make money. You're going to earn, thousands of dollars within a very short time of this business. This is module 1 of the business. Module 2 is going to come up. Module 2 is about how to do follow-up. Module 3 is about how to overcome objections. And module 4 is about, having belief in yourself and the company. All right, of course, there's a Pareto principle which says that, whatever you're doing in life, what gives you the greatest effect is just 20% of your work, all right? So there's a 20% of your effort that determines your results. That is what this means. So there are some tasks you have to give time to, ladies and gentlemen. There are some, things you have to do every day. That 20% is what is going to give you the money on the platform. That 20% of the time you put in, you do so many other things. There's still going to be 80% of your time. You're going to do so many things, but there's a 20% that's going to give you, the result that you're looking for. So I want you to focus on those tasks that we're going to mention here in the training. Those are the key activities you must do every day. It's easy. Trust me, it's easy. So here are a couple of challenges people in the various businesses we've run have had. Some people say, I don't have the time. I don't know anyone. Oh, I don't have no time to engage people. I'm reserved, all of that. I live in the village. I'm not organized. You see, all of that are just excuses. And people who live in excuses are suffering from what I will call excusitis in this presentation. To build any business, you need focused, concentrated action. And that is why we call ourselves the energy team. When we want to build a business, we always tell people E equals MC squared. That's the Einstein's formula. E stands for energy. M stands for matter or mass. C squared, speed of light squared. If you want to create matter in this world, you need energy and you need speed. So there's need for you to be focused and concentrated in your action to create results. So here are some of the activities you need to prospect. You need to develop new contacts. You don't have to be stuck with your old friends. When I started network marketing, I had to let go of my old friends. I had to let go of my family because my family and my entire friends were not ready to support me in my network marketing career. They didn't even understand what it was, all right? So you have to develop new contacts. It's a skill set. You have to learn to present the opportunity. I'm going to show you how to do a 1-minute presentation, all right? You have to learn how to follow up. You have to be a coach. You have to be a leader. But I want you to know this. Consistency over time is what will get you big results. I want us to be consistent in building this business every day, every week, over the years to come, because Ultron platform is a game changer. It's going to make us a lot of money, right? So for you to be successful in Ultron, you need 2 things. One of those things is the right mindset, success mindset. You see, successful people who have been successful in one business can enter another business and also get successful in it. The reason is that they have the mindset. So you need to get your mind to work for you and not against you. There's so much negativity in the world. You need to be positive. But mindset is not enough. And I always use the example of somebody who goes to swim in a river, who doesn't know how to swim. No matter the mindset he has, no matter how much he believes in himself, he's not going to be able to swim. He's going to drown. So if he stands by the river, a fast-moving river, and says, I can swim, I'm a good swimmer. I swam past the ocean. I'm successful in my swimming. No matter how he screams, and once he jumps into that water, he's going to drown because he lacks the skill set. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the reasons why people join your business. They feel excited. They want to change their lives. It's because they lack the skill set to do so. This is module 1 skill set. If you pay attention to this skill set training, you are going to add the skill set to your mindset, and you will be a recruiting machine. All right, so the first strategy you need to have is to create mindset learning time. And for those who have joined a lot of my presentations, I always will say this, the mindset learning time is not the 30 minutes you want to use to build the business. This is time you use from other activities. So mindset learning time, Jim Rohn is a good example. Go to YouTube, search Jim Rohn, and while you're driving, play Jim Rohn recordings in your car, okay? Or while you're cleaning the house, play Jim Rohn recordings. Jim Rohn is someone you must listen to every day. Otherwise, you're going to throw in the towel. There are other great leaders you can check. There's Les Brown. If you have not been listening to Jim Rohn and Les Brown, then you need to get started. So that's how you up your mindset. So you can do this while you're cooking. You don't want to have your phone in your kitchen anyway for fear of explosions. But, just while you're busy in the house, let something be playing in the background that will be inspiring you to desire to change your life. You need this every day so you don't give up. Why? If you start building this business, most times people face the rejection rocket. It's going to come like a rocket and hit you. And once it hits you, most people shut down. But if you keep a positive mindset, you will not shut down. So avoid the news. Sometimes just stay away from the news. If you want to build this business in the month of August, just eliminate the news from your life. Any news that's important for you to hear, you're going to hear from your colleague or somebody somewhere is going to tell you about it. So stay clear of the news, just kind of encouragement. You can also get some good books and read. Okay, so that's a mindset learning time. This is important. If you don't up your mindset, you're going to throw in the towel. Jim Rohn, Les Brown, John Assaraf, go get those audios. Go to YouTube, it's free. Just type those things and, rewire your thinking. All right, so the other thing you need to learn is to create time for learning the core skills we're going to show you here. All right, these core skills are very important. This is where you spend the 30 minutes. All right, so you don't need to, your 30 minutes is not for rearranging your diary. Your 30 minutes is not for browsing social media, looking for contacts. No, your 30 minutes is for the actual activity. Remember the Pareto principle, the 20% activity that's going to challenge you and change your life. These are some of the skills you have to learn. For you to be an influencer, because when the business of being influencers, for you to be an influencer, you need to create trust between yourself and the prospect. No trust means no business. It's a skill set, learning to inspire trust in your prospect. How to use icebreakers is another skill set. How to close your prospects is another skill set. Understanding when and how to give a presentation is another skill set. Number 4, point 4 is so important because people make a big mistake. You feel that, oh, my friend has come to my house, I must lecture him on Utron. No, there is a time for a 1-minute presentation, there's a time for a longer presentation, and there's a time to just do no presentation. And I'm going to explain what all of that means as we go along. Right, power strategy number 3 is decisive leadership. We have a leadership deficit in most businesses. somebody comes into a business and says, it's not working. It's not working. Hey, hello, businesses don't work. We work. You and me, we are the ones who work these businesses. If you want to be a pearl, if you want to be a ruby, if you want to be an ambassador in Ultron, you need to work it. Well, the team here, the energy team, is blessed. We're here to inspire you. We're here to assist you. But please remember to put in the work ethic. As a leader, you will see two types of reactions in your team. You're going to see people who are not working, but there are two reasons for they are not working. It could be either of the two. It could be that the person knows how to build but doesn't want to build it. In that kind of instance, the person doesn't believe in the project, or the person is distracted by some other thing. That's okay. So you know how to handle that when it happens. The other thing is somebody wants to build, but he doesn't know how. So, he might be having mindset problems or skill set problems. So as a leader, you should engage your downlines, engage them and find out where their challenges lie. Now, you have to do this. Otherwise, your team is going to be going yo-yo, You have to engage your team. You have to know, are you having a skill set problem, or is it a mindset problem, or maybe you're distracted by somebody else? Most people you meet have the motivation, but they don't have the skill. So that is why we're blessed in this team. For being on this team, you're blessed because we give you the skill sets, and if you have the mindset, you can go places. Power strategy number 4, getting prospects. I was talking to someone, the person said, oh, you want me to build a business? Okay, that means you have to teach me social media. Hello, you don't have to start with social media. Start with your warm market, especially if you've never done something like this before. Start with your warm market. This is absolutely very important. The reason is prospects have two things. There are two steps in their brain. When you're talking to them about any business, two things. The question is, who are you? Who are you? And can I trust you? Those are the two things. When you're talking to somebody about the business, just know that there are two things in their mind. Who is this person? Can I trust this person? Now, if you've never led a large team, if you've never built a large business, most people will not have the confidence in you. So they're going to be like, oh, who is this person? Why should I do business with this person? Now, if somebody else introduces that same business to them, somebody they know and they trust, they're going to do it. But you spoke to them first. So it's very important for you to start with your warm market. It doesn't mean that they will all embrace the opportunity, but use them as a practice for what you're going to learn here during this training. And for those who watch on the replay, please start with your warm market. You can talk to 100 persons by asking a simple question. Let's say you are so shy and you don't know how to do anything talking. See, just ask the question. Do you want more money or do you want less money? I'm not saying you just pick up the phone and ask somebody, do you want more money or do you want less money? No, in the course of your engagement with people, when people are just complaining about the economy and the rest, just say, hey, would you like to make more money or do you want to make less money? Of course, people are going to say, yes, I want to make more money. Then you can tell them, hey, I have an opportunity that can generate $1,000 for you a month if you decide to embrace it. And it's a powerful technology that's taking the world by storm. I don't want to explain too much of it. I don't want to take too much of your time explaining it. I have a 25-minute video that you can watch. Watch that video, and then I'll give you a call to find out what you found interesting about the program. That's all. I mean, for somebody who says, I don't like to talk to people, I don't know how to talk to people, this is a simple discussion. That's a presentation. You have connected the person to the 25-minute training, which we have recorded on YouTube for everyone to use to build a business. That is one step. We have a lot of tips for you. Asking this question, do you want to make more money or do you want to make less money, will always get you interested prospects. All right. So you can take note of that in your skill archive. All right, so let's talk more about prospecting skills. Most people make this mistake, and I see people repeating it again and again and again and again. Somebody will just meet you meet a friend, and you begin to lecture them about Ultron, decentralized technology, layer one blockchain technology. No, 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 please, unless you're a presenter of the Ultron project, unless you're so skilled at it, you don't need to do that. You don't need to. Before you start getting into those details, first of all, filter if the person is ready. You must, if you don't filter if the person is ready, you're going to get a lot of objections. I'm going to repeat this. If you don't filter if the person is ready, you're going to get a lot of objections, and you don't want to have so much objections. So here's an example. Use a gauge, use questions. I want you to get this before we get into examples, okay? We want to know if people are interested or not before we start telling them about Ultron. It looks tricky, but there are questions to help you do that. Okay? And when you see those who are not ready, don't waste your time with them. Keep them as your friends. Take some notes, write details about, follow up on them later. But what you need when you start this business, you want to start building, you need people who are ready. You need people who are ready to take action. You need people who are ready to change their lives. Now, of course, look at a simple question here. Are you married to your job, or are you open-minded to additional income? When you ask this question and somebody tells you, I love my job, I don't want to try my job, oh my God, I don't want any other income. I'm okay with my salary. If somebody gives you that kind of response, the person is not ready. If somebody tells you he's not ready for additional income after asking this question, don't waste your time on the person. Press the next button. Because if you go ahead and start talking about Ultron, they're going to shut you down. So reduce the rejection you've received in the business, okay? Closed-minded people will take a long time to opt in. And I need you to understand this slide. This is a slide that people always make this mistake. You're talking to somebody who, without gauging the person's level of interest, you have to ask questions. Now, I'm not saying that you have to ask these questions verbatim. This is just an example of the kind of question you ask to find out if somebody is thinking about, changing his life. Of course, you get different options. I'm busy, all of that. But I want you to know something. Please do pay attention. Not everybody you talk to will be ready to do Ultron. Your job is to simply filter through all those you know and look for those who are ready. And the faster you can achieve that, the faster you grow your business. If you talk to 10 persons, you will see 1 or 2 or 3 who are ready. You will likely meet 7 who are brain dead. And when I use the word brain dead, I mean they're brain dead to opportunity. It's normal. Don't think it's just you. Everyone goes through that experience, okay? So we want to filter through the crowd and take the volunteers by using questions. Now, some of those people who were not ready today, in the next 6 months, 1 year, they might be ready to join Ultron, okay? But for now, let them volunteer and use questions to gauge their interest. These concepts are very important because when you use these concepts, you reduce the no's you get in the course of the business. So here's another question to help you gauge someone. Remember, you can use it in your own local dialect, tweak it anyhow you want. Hey, John, are you looking to do something different, or are you okay where you are right now financially? If he tells you, I'm perfectly fine where I am right now, I'm perfectly okay, you can know if he's telling you lies or trying to cover up. But if he tells you that, most times such people are not ready to, move their life forward. We need persons who are uncomfortable with their current financial situations, people who want to change their life. So those are the people you're looking for. right? So those two examples are, simple ways for you to gauge people's interest. And one of the things I ask people when I say try build Utron, in Utron, you're earning dollars. So ask your friend, hey, Paul, what do you think about the current economy of the country? In fact, the global economy, what do you think? And Paul is going to tell you, Kai, it's been crazy. The whole world is, I don't know, cost of living is going higher and higher. So what's your plan? What's your plan to cope with inflation? And Paul will tell you, man, I really don't have a plan. I've not really thought of it. What are the options? Everything is tight. You need money for business. You need this. And then you tell Paul, all right, I understand the situation, but if it were possible, would you like to earn in dollars? So you've helped Paul to think about his life. You've helped him to think about his life. You have not even mentioned Utron. This is the skill set. You don't go telling people about Utron. You first of all find out, help them think about their life and then ask them a question that will help you gauge it already. Would you like to earn in dollars? And if the person says, of course I want to earn in dollars, then you take it from there. All right. So this is just an example of a good way to build this business. All right. So let's talk about the comfortable, uncomfortable formula. This is the ultimate way, or one of the key ways of bypassing rejection. I want you to do this business with less rejection. All right. I want you to hear less no's. Okay. So what does comfortable, uncomfortable mean? It means when you're building this business, you make people know that you are comfortable if they say no to you. All right. But that you are uncomfortable keeping the business secret from them. So I'll repeat that. You make people know that you're comfortable if they tell you no, but that you're so excited about this opportunity that you think it's a crime for you not to tell them about it. So here's an example. Mary, I was perfectly comfortable with your decision to look at my business or not, okay? I'm perfectly comfortable if you don't want to look at this Utron business or not, it doesn't matter. But I am so uncomfortable not telling you about it. I'm finding out if you want to take a look, because this business has given me $3,000 in the last 3 months. And I don't want to just be making this money alone when you, my friend, are also in need of extra cash. That is comfortable, uncomfortable, use of the words. So let the person know, hey, Sandra, I'm okay that you attend this webinar and you decide this business is not for you. I'm okay with that. It won't affect me, okay? But I've made $3,000 from this business. And some people have made $50,000 from this business. I feel if I don't tell you or get you to this meeting, I'm doing you a crime. So I am okay that you join this business meeting, this webinar, and tell me, no, you're not interested after joining the presentation. But I won't rest until I get you to the webinar, because that's the only time I can justify my conscience. If you got this comfortable, uncomfortable, just type a 1 in the chat box. I want to know if you got the concept of comfortable, uncomfortable, because that is what you must understand. Drop a 1 in the chat box. Let me be sure that that concept is clear. If you use this method, great, thank you very much, G. Martin. If you use this method, you'll be able to bypass a lot of rejection. Because if people know that, oh, okay, I can join and tell you, no, I'm not interested, great, I'll join. Let me just make you happy, I'll join. So this is how you get people to the business opportunity presentation. Thank you very much, Grace and Michael. All right, so this is very important. It's a skill set you can use in any business. If you master this skill set, you can use it in any business you like. You can run multiple businesses. It's a skill set. All right, comfortable, uncomfortable method. Here are more examples. Hey, John, I'm listening to an online business presentation tonight. This is a business that you can do too. I am comfortable if you can join me tonight or not. whether you want to join me tonight, I'm comfortable if you're busy. I'm comfortable if you can join me, no problems. But you see, I feel uncomfortable not letting you know about this business. I've kept it for you for 2 months. I joined in April. I joined since May, but I've kept it secret. It's been biting me, and I'm like, I've made $500 from this, so why can't I tell my friend? So I want you to join this business meeting, and I'm going to keep inviting you until you join. If you join and you feel you're not comfortable with it, I'm okay that you don't want to do it, but I won't let you rest until you do join the meeting. So that's an example. And of course, you have another example there. You can tweak this. You don't have to memorize anything. Just know that you want to pass a message. Focus on the message you want to pass. You want to pass, you want to make your friend understand that you are okay if he says he doesn't want to do this. Pass that across. But that you are not okay that you don't tell him about it and get him to the presentation. All right. That is what it's all about. This method produces volunteers. Anything other than this, you're going to burn up your time. You're going to be giving lectures to people about Utron who are not even ready to make a change in their life. If you notice in the methods I'm telling you so far, I'm not asking you to talk too much because most people can't talk. Most people can't explain the business. So your job is to get people to either watch a 25-minute video that we've made for you or get them to the presentation. Right, so many people are like Dave. I was like Dave too. You might be like Dave. And somebody watching this on the replay might be like Dave. Dave was afraid of making phone calls. When he imagines that he has to make a phone call, he gets paralyzed. He looks at the phone and he shuts down. So Dave was not making money in his business. So Dave needed money. So he said, okay, I'm going to practice in front of the mirror. So for the first day, Dave looked at the mirror for 2 minutes, practice comfortable, uncomfortable, practiced. Imagine talking to his friend. By the time he did that the third day, it was perfect. The mirror will not judge you because the mirror is you. Its mirror simply smiles back at you, right? So within 5 days, he gained confidence, and with just few small steps, few minutes a day, he was able to use his script like we've shown you here, and he began to invite people to the presentation. The secret of your Utron business is to get as many as you can to the presentation. Get as many as you can to watch that 25-minute video. The more persons that watch that video, the more persons that you're going to sign up. All right, so you need to know that your prospects will sense if you're selfish. Your prospects will sense if you're after their money. So follow the system we've laid down for you. Don't be desperate. Don't be needy. I need you to call me, sign you up. I need you, my team. Don't be needy. Prospects are not going to sign up. Just, follow the script we've shown you and grow your business. All right, so we simply ask people if they're ready, and that is using the methods that we've shown you here. But let me give you another method that will help you to build your business. All right, I've shown you the comfortable, uncomfortable. The next one is may or may not be your cup of tea. This is a second skill you need to master. When you're inviting people to take a look, you have to use may or may not be your cup of tea. You are giving them an out. It simply means, hey, Mr. Martins, this opportunity, I'm telling you to come to the meeting. It may be your thing. It may not be your thing, and it doesn't really matter if it's your cup of tea or not. I am comfortable if it's not your cup of tea, but I'm just not comfortable that I know about this powerful opportunity and I haven't gotten you to watch a 25-minute video. So I'm not going to rest until you watch a 25-minute video. Hey, Mr. Martins, when are you going to watch a 25-minute video? I'm okay that you watch it and you say you're not interested, we'll remain friends. But if it's your cup of tea, then we'll work. If it's not your cup of tea, we'll move. That is what cup may or may not be your cup of tea simply stands for. So here's an example. Mr. John, this opportunity may or may not be your cup of tea, but are you open to looking for a part-time business that can add thousands of dollars to your family's budget? You give him an out. All right, yeah, fine. So I don't have to do this with you, right? Cool, let's talk. When you make prospects realize that they don't have to do this with you, they feel relaxed. They remove the resistance and engage with you. Prospects will not feel pressured. Resistance drops. It's curiosity that will attract them. Do we understand may or may not be your cup of tea concept? If you understand that, drop 2 in the chat box. Just want to be sure that we understand that. You know, if you understand may or may not be your cup of tea and how to use it, drop a 2 in the chat box. Remember, the comfortable or comfortable, the may or may not be your cup of tea. These are 2 very important methods you need to use in your business. All right, so I haven't gotten any chats, but I guess everyone must literally understand that. Please, if you don't get it, just drop me a chat that you don't get it. All right, so let's move on. Somebody is complaining to you about the economy, whining of being broke, whining of the president, whining of all the agendas that exist in the whole world. And the person is telling you, I can't pay my kids' school fees, I'm in trouble, I don't know what to do. So you can ask the person a question. Hey, I noticed you're going through a lot of financial stress, but do you want to do something about it? Or have you considered doing something about it? So if somebody comes asking for money, you know, you need to turn the conversation around. You're going to help them, right? But you need to help them to think about their life, okay? Because our job as businessmen and women is to fix problems, right? Fix problems. All right, so I'm getting feedback that some people don't understand may or may not be a cup of tea. All right, so at this point, I'm going to have to do a live example. So I don't know who is free now to engage me. Mr. Martins, are you free to engage me? You can unmute yourself. Let's use you as an example. Let's make it practical. You can unmute yourself, Mr. Martins, if you're free to talk. I don't know if you're free to talk or not. Okay, maybe Mr. Martins is engaged right now. So let me come to Madam Grace. I'm coming to unmute you. Madam Grace, unmute yourself so I can do an example, right? Yeah, I'm asking you to unmute yourself. So.
Okay, boss.
Okay, there's some noise in your background. Okay. So,
excuse myself.
So
okay,
let's just do this. Hey, Madam Grace, how's the family?
I'm fine.
All right. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I want to find out how you're coping with the current economy in Nigeria. Are you feeling the pinch, the cost of living, the high cost of expenses? Don't mute yourself. Are you feeling the pinch?
My network is bad. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead. I want to use a real example so you can get it. So are you feeling the economic pinch?
Okay.
Are you feeling the economic pinch?
Oh, who will not feel it? Who will not feel it? Everybody is feeling it, so we are all in this country together.
All right, so I want to ask you a question. Would you like to earn in dollars right here in Nigeria, right here in Africa? Is this going to be something you would like to do, to earn dollars?
It is possible. Why not? Everybody wants to earn money. I need to earn money.
Okay.
If there's a possibility, I would like to.
Great. So I here's my story. I started this business in April. I kept it to myself, and building, this business has given me about $3,000 in 3 months. Okay, building it part-time. Now, this opportunity may be your cup of tea. It may be your kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's not your cup of tea. Maybe it's not your kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know if you would like it or not, but I believe it's going to change your life. I believe it's going to put money in your pocket. There's a 25-minute video that I sent to you 5 minutes ago. Please, can you watch that video? It explains in a short, 25-minute session what this opportunity is about. It's okay if you watch the presentation and it's not your kind of thing, I'm fine, it doesn't matter. But I'm not just comfortable that I know about this business that's giving me money and I have not told you, my dear friend, about it. Please, can you watch the video? When are you going to watch that video?
I'll try and watch it today or tomorrow. I'll get back to you as soon as I watch it.
Okay, so you want to watch it tomorrow. What time tomorrow, ma?
Fine.
What time tomorrow?
Maybe in the morning or afternoon.
Okay, so let's say you watch it by 4 p.m. So let's say you watch it by 4 p.m. So can I call you by 6 p.m. tomorrow evening? I'd like to find out what you like the most about the video when I call you in the evening.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be expecting your call.
All right, so remember, I just want you to watch it. It doesn't mean that you have to do this opportunity. It doesn't mean, if it's not your cup of tea, you and I will remain friends. But I just feel guilty if I don't tell you about it. I've stayed 3 months and I haven't told you, so I just need you to please take it. So I'm going to call you by 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, right? Thank you very much, ma. Say me well to Oga and the kids. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, so ma, do you understand the may or may not be your cup of tea now? So I guess your network is giving you some challenges. So that's what may or may not be your cup of tea simply means. It simply means it may be your kind of thing that you like, or it may not be your kind of thing that you like. Let the prospect know that you are okay with whatever decision they make. All right, so let's run along now. I want to introduce you to storytelling. If this is the first time you're joining any of my presentations on this kind of training, you need to begin to tell stories. You need to begin to tell stories, all right? Stories is what is going to make people follow you and sign up without giving you any rejection. If I tell you, Madam Grace, I say, hey, Madam Grace, I get gist for you. When we go see, I get gist for you. I have a story, very nice story I want to share with you. You will be restless until you meet me and I tell you the story. You're not going to give me any objection. You'll be looking forward to the story. All right? Hey, I have a good story. When can we find time to catch up and talk? Which story? You want to tell them a story about Utron, but you're not going to tell them it's Utron. You've been chasing this person. You say, I have gist for you. When we go see, look with gist. When we go see it, make I come to your house tomorrow. Come on, this gist, correct gist. They will be looking for you. They will be expecting you. They will say, Boss Nnamdi said, he has a gist for me. Why has he not called me today? You'll be eager. So use stories to build your business. We're giving you a bouquet of skill set, tools, things you can use to make it easy for you to talk to people. You don't need to be scared of talking to people. Talking to people is so easy. A story will give you instant rapport. Okay, when you meet your friend, how do you start a story? Start a story with, well, you know how. This is just an example. You can start your story anyhow you're comfortable with, but well, you know how is a line of, a group of words that always makes people to connect, create rapport. Hi, well, you know how, every month we've been complaining that our salary is not enough, how it's been so tough. My brother, my sister, I started something that has been giving me $100 every week. I used to borrow money from some of my colleagues before. Now, I have enough money to care for my needs. And this is how the platform works. I want to send you a video that you'll watch. I want you to watch it now, and tell me what you think. That is the story I brought for you. So remember, well, you know how, describe a problem, announce that you found a solution, and hey, would you like to join me for a meeting? It's time for the prospect to decide if they want to take a look. Well, you know how things are getting more expensive every year. I found out how we can get extra paycheck to help us, with little capital. What do you think? Is that the story you came to tell me? Yes. So you can garnish it, of course. You can make it longer. But bottom line is you have to make it sound exciting. I've been struggling. I've been trying to do this. I've been trying to do this, going through different things. Do you know that one of my friends called me? He called me 2 months ago and he showed me a platform. Let me show you. This is my platform. Look at it. This account has given this guy. If you haven't made money, you can use it on that person's story. This account has given this guy $50,000. And he got it within 3 months. So I joined. Since I joined, see, I've been making $50 every week. I just felt that I need to tell you, but I'm not saying that you must do it. It might not be your thing, it might be your thing, I don't know. But I just feel guilty if I don't tell you about it. So I have a 25-minute video. Sir, ma, I won't make you as my friend. I want you to watch it and decide if it's the kind of thing you like to do. Because I think two friends working on a business makes more sense. So that's the example of how to tell a story. Well, you know how things are so rough. Here's what I found. I found out a way for us to make some extra cash working just 30 minutes a day. I have a video that explains the process, and I want you to watch that video. Watch it right now. I'm waiting for you. When you finish watching the video, tell me what you think. That's how you use a story to get your appointment and make impact in the business. I hope we got that point. All right, so this we're going to fly through this. You can always ask this question. Do you find that things are expensive now? Just to get people thinking. Would it be okay if I shared a book with you, a video with you to explain how you can create an extra $1,000 a month income in your pocket? This is going to say, oh, really? Yeah, sure. Show me. Do you find that things are so expensive right now? Would it be okay if you got an extra paycheck to help? That's how you build this business and bypass objections and rejections. Here's just some extra examples. Do you find that things are expensive right now? Will it be okay if you got an extra paycheck? Hey, tonight, after work by 8 p.m., I have a meeting that explains this opportunity. Please, I don't know if it's a cup of tea or not. I'm comfortable you join the meeting and you say, no, it's not for you. I'm comfortable you tell me this is not for you. We'll remain friends, but I'm just going to be so guilty if I don't get you into that meeting. It's online on Zoom. You stay from your sitting room and connect to the session. Just listen, all right? And this is how you don't need long sales speeches to get people to the presentations, all right? Prospects make up their minds first before hearing all the facts and information. I'm telling you, when somebody steps into a mall, he wants to buy a television, he doesn't need your sales speech. He already came there. He needs a television. He just needs you to point him to one that works and maybe tell him why this is better than this one, and then he moves and pays for it. In the same way, if you meet and filter out the people you talk to, if you are able to get them to think and realize that you need to make money in dollars, they don't need long sales speech. Get them to watch the video, get them to the presentations, and if the timing is right, then they're going to sign up. All right, so we don't ever, and I'm going to repeat this, you don't ever need to make a long presentation to anyone, all right? You don't need to make a long presentation to anyone unless you are, first of all, filtered if the person is ready. This is very, very important, all right? So this on the screen here at your own time, look at those statements and rephrase them in a way that suits you, right? So always tell the story, lead them to the video and the presentation, and take it from there, all right? And these are just some other examples. It's difficult to get rich while working on a job. Of course, that's true. We need a business, right? I have a business you can start part-time. Hey, I don't know if this is your kind of thing or not, but I've seen people that give $50,000 within 3-4 months. So I have a 25-minute video. I need you to watch it It's okay if you watch it and you say it's not for you, that's fine by me. It's okay. But I need you to watch it urgently and let me know what you find interesting. That's all. That's how you build a business, right? Let's talk about preconditioning our prospects. I'm flying a little bit, but there will be a replay. Feel free to watch the replay at your own time. Preconditioning our prospects. You need to whet the appetite of the people you're telling about Utron, right? You need to create a story. The story might be your own, or it might be that of somebody who has made money on the platform, right? The story doesn't have to be yours. So the popular story we can always give. My brother, my sister, I know one guy that was flat broke until he started making money in dollars using this opportunity that I want to tell you about. Today, the guy has made $50,000 or he has made $7,000. This is just an ordinary guy with a hustle before for different things. Today, he has made $7,000 in just 3-4 months. That is 7 million naira in 4 months. This business, they work. Now, let me show you. See, this is the video I want you to watch now. Press the video. If you watch it and you don't want to do it, no problem. But I just want to make sure that you watch it so that, let's not be that I know about this thing and I never told you. I hope we're getting the picture. All right. So always tell the story. Use stories. See, prospects might forget a lot of things you said, but when you've gone, they'll always remember the story. All right. So this slide is just like for people who are afraid of following up with people after they watch the video or join the presentation, but you don't need to do this. You actually need to engage the person. All right. But in case you're so scared and paralyzed, just send this message to the person. I know you're not interested, but if you know someone who wants to earn in dollars using blockchain technology, can you please recommend me? So the person will now say, no, I'm interested and I watched the video, Let's say I've been trying to get the person and the person wasn't really responding. You can use this line, all right? But here's what I want you to know. When you share the video with somebody and the person gets back to you, or you call the person back, there is one question you just want to ask. Don't talk too much. Have you watched that video, 25-minute video? Yes. What did you find interesting the most in that 25-minute video? That's the question you need to ask. Don't talk about long story about blockchain. No, don't. Just say, what did you find interesting about that video? What do you like the most? Direct the discussion. All right. And the person will say, yeah, that video was exciting. It looks really interesting. I think I want to do it. How do I sign up? Or the person might throw you an objection. In future, when I do my objection trainings, you know how to handle those. Okay. All right. So our job involves planting seeds. Some seeds will take 1 year to germinate. There are people that you tell about Utron today, they will not join until 1 year's time. But keep planting your seeds. Have a list of people you talk to, active candidate list by Rick Worry. Always have that list. Have it, keep it, and keep going back to follow up with people. I have a training of follow-up coming up in the future modules. Don't be anxious. Some people are going to hit higher ranks fast. Just keep going, just keep building. You're still going to hit your ranks. You're still going to hit silver. You're still going to hit gold. You're still going to hit pearl. Okay? So plant seeds now and allow the seeds to grow. And the more seeds you plant, the better for you. Don't go and talk to 5 people and expect them to sign up. You're going to be desperate. Talk to 100 persons. Talk to 100 persons. Talk to 50 persons. Have options, and you will be glad that you did. Always use questions, all right? If you see somebody in a kind of uncomfortable financial situation, ask them the question, are you okay with this financial stress you're going through? Are you okay with having to beg your boss for a raise every single month? Are you okay with always asking for a loan every single time? use questions to get people to think about their future. So don't waste time giving lecture about Utron when you haven't found out if the person is ready for business to change their lives. If you waste your energy talking about technology of blockchain, layer one, metaverse, NFTs, when this person you're talking to is not ready to change their life, you're going to face a lot of objections. So stick to the script. All right, so plant seeds everywhere. There is something most people don't activate in this online business. You need to activate three-way calls. You need to use the webinars. You need to learn to give a 1-minute presentation. Okay? All right? And someone is asking a question, what if the prospect is ready immediately and start asking questions that I don't know how to answer? That's great. That's a great question. If they watch the video and they're ready and they start asking you questions, hey, tell them that, okay, I am new in this. Let's arrange a three-way call. That's it. I have my leader. Let's arrange a conference call. And he's going to answer all of the questions. Let me contact him, find out his schedule, and then I'll hook you up. That's it. Don't just forward your upline's phone number to the prospect and say, chat him up. No, it should be a conference call, because in the conference call, you as the person, the upline, you're going to praise your leader. You're going to raise your leader up. You're going to show him to be a very important person and busy person, so that when he's talking, your prospects will be nodding and agreeing to everything. Do you understand? So use the three-way call if you cannot answer the questions. You must know everything. That is why you have leaders in the business. You have sponsor. If your sponsor is not good enough, locate your sponsor. Locate your sponsor. Keep going until you find someone you can do a three-way call with. Something else you need to learn is how to do a 1-minute presentation. If somebody says, tell me about Utron, you should have a 1-minute presentation that you can share with the person. All right? But if you don't have a 1-minute presentation, don't waste your time. Just share that video. Let the person watch it. Let the video do the talking. In future, I'm going to show you how to do a 1-minute presentation. All right, so this is an example. Keep planting seeds. Keep using questions to get people to change their lives, all right? Just keep using questions. If you see somebody that's about to retire, 55 years, 60 years, hey, I learned you're going to retire very soon. Wow. Once you retire, the money doesn't keep coming the way it's coming. So what's your plan? I'm working on a plan to embrace online opportunities along with other businesses I'm doing. What's your plan? The person might tell you, my plan, I'm not too sure yet. I want to do this, So use questions. You don't have to go and be talking about Utron. Just engage people. So more tools you need to have. Use your WhatsApp status. There's some posts you see in the groups. Put them on your status about Utron. People will see them on your status and they say, what's this about? Once they say, what's this about? Just tell them, hey, it's a powerful opportunity changing lives now. Can I send you a 25-minute video that explains it in details? Then forward that video to the person. Use your WhatsApp status. If you need to block some people from your WhatsApp status, block them. Maybe there's some people you don't want to, maybe your colleagues or some people you don't want to, you are being involved in, online business. You can block anybody you want to block and, focus on making money. Please, I beg you, in the name of God, don't talk too much when you meet a prospect. Don't talk too much. This is the number one mistake people make. They talk away the opportunity. All right, just use what we've told you here. Use the video, engage 100 persons and duplicate. So here's our duplication strategy. Don't spam people. When you spam people, if you spam me, I'm going to just block, but I might block the person. So don't spam people. If you send someone a message, then make sure you call them. Call them and say, hey, I sent you a message earlier. I should have asked your permission for sending a message, but I just didn't want to forget. I sent you a message like earlier this morning. I want to find out from you, are you open-minded to making money on the blockchain? Are you open-minded to blockchain projects that can transform your finances? Yeah, that's a question. If somebody doesn't like blockchain, which one is not for them? Another question you can say, I have an opportunity on the blockchain that can make you money in dollars while you're living in Nigeria, while living in Africa. Does that look like you want to be part of that? I said, yeah, looks nice. I sent you a video. It's okay if you watch it and you say you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. But I just need you to watch it because it's changing lives right now. So these are just a couple of things in this presentation I want you to be a part of. Plant seeds, build trust, build relationships, educate people. Our job is to help blind people see. Most people are blinded to online opportunities. Our job is to help the blind man see. If you help many blind people see, the more money you'll make. If you start using this script in this material, you will do it poorly at first, okay? Don't think because you did this training, you're going to be super, super good at it. Remember, Dave, you need to practice. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly at first until you master it. All success skills are learnable. Life only gets better when you get better. If you go back, watch this training again, and begin using it, you will recruit faster in Ultron. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter if you didn't go to the university. It doesn't matter if you are just a school cert holder. It doesn't matter. Once you get this skill set, you'll be unstoppable. All right? The only limit is the one you impose on yourself. If you watch this, abandon it, you're going to remain where you are. If you watch it, begin implementing it, you're going to have success. Remember, this is module 1. Module 2 is coming up, how to follow up. Master module 1 ahead of the launch, the presentation on module 2. I'm committed to your success in this opportunity. I need you to build your Ultron business, challenge yourself, grab the cashback bonus if you're still early within 30 days, and be a success story.